Imagine a future where humans live on Mars, or even further afield. This is no longer the stuff of science fiction, but a reality being shaped by SpaceX. Founded by visionary Elon Musk, SpaceX's mission is to make life multiplanetary. So, how did it all start, and what has SpaceX achieved so far? In the early 2000s, the space industry was a different landscape. Enter SpaceX in 2002 with a mission to revolutionize space technology. Born out of the ambitious vision of Elon Musk, SpaceX, or Space Exploration Technologies Corp., aimed to make space travel more accessible and ultimately enable human life on Mars. The company's early years were marked by the development of the Falcon 1, their first ever rocket. This was a bold step, given that no private entity had ever successfully launched, orbited, and recovered a spacecraft. The journey wasn't without its struggles. The first 3 launches of the Falcon 1 ended in failure, and the company was teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. But embodying the spirit of perseverance and innovation, SpaceX pressed on, and on the 4th attempt, in September 2008, they tasted success. The Falcon 1 became the first privately funded liquid-fueled rocket to reach orbit. This success was a turning point not just for SpaceX, but for the entire space industry. It was a clear signal that space was no longer the exclusive domain of government entities. A new player had entered the scene, one that was not afraid to challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of what was possible. Following this, in 2010, SpaceX made history yet again with the launch of the Dragon spacecraft aboard a Falcon 9 rocket. The Dragon successfully docked with the International Space Station, making SpaceX the first commercial company to achieve such a feat. These early triumphs were just the beginning. Today, SpaceX stands at the forefront of space innovation, with a string of achievements under its belt. From reusable rockets that land back on Earth to the development of the Starship, a spacecraft designed for interplanetary travel, SpaceX continues to disrupt and redefine the space industry. So, as we look back at the dawn of SpaceX, we see a journey marked by persistence, innovation, and a daring vision for the future. It's a testament to the power of big dreams and the relentless pursuit of making them a reality. From there, SpaceX's journey to redefine space travel had only just begun. SpaceX turned heads with its revolutionary approach to rocket design. For decades, the norm in space exploration was one-time use rockets. A launch was a grand, expensive spectacle, with the majority of the rocket discarded after each flight. But SpaceX dared to question the status quo. Enter the Falcon 9, a beacon of change in an industry steeped in tradition. This was not just another rocket. It was a reusable rocket, a game changer. You see, typically after a rocket propels its payload into space, the booster, that's the bottom part of the rocket responsible for the initial thrust, falls back to Earth, often burning up in the atmosphere or sinking into the ocean. It's a one-and-done deal. But the Falcon 9, it defied this convention. Imagine instead of throwing away your car after a single journey, you could use it over and over again. That's the principle behind the Falcon 9. After delivering its payload to orbit, the booster returns to Earth, landing vertically on a drone ship in the ocean or back at the launch site. It's a bit like watching a skyscraper land itself after a trip to space. And why does this matter? Well, it's all about the bottom line. Reusing rockets can significantly cut the cost of reaching space. This innovation has the potential to make space travel more accessible, not just for scientific missions and satellite launches, but also for us, the everyday Earthlings dreaming of a trip among the stars. But let's not forget the environmental aspect. Reusability means fewer rockets are produced, reducing waste and the resources needed for production. It's a win-win situation. The Falcon 9 was just the beginning. Its success paved the way for the Falcon Heavy, another reusable rocket, but with the power to carry twice the payload. But SpaceX didn't stop there. They had their sights set on something bigger. They were looking beyond just reusable rockets, beyond just our Earth. They were looking towards the stars, and they had a Starship to get them there. But that's a tale for another time. Enter Starship, SpaceX's most ambitious project yet. This is not just a spaceship, it's a vision for the future, a testament to human ingenuity, and a stepping stone towards a multiplanetary existence. Starship represents an evolution in space travel, a vessel designed for large crewed missions to Mars and beyond. Starship is unique in its design and intent. It's a fully reusable transportation system capable of carrying up to 100 passengers. Imagine that, 100 souls journeying together into the cosmos. This spacecraft is intended to service all Earth orbit needs, while also facilitating missions to the Moon and Mars. The development of Starship has been a journey of trials, tests, and triumphs. SpaceX has conducted several successful high-altitude flight tests, each one bringing us closer to the dream of human space exploration on a scale we've never seen before. These tests are significant milestones not just for SpaceX, but for humanity as a whole. They bring us closer to a future where trips to space are as commonplace as transcontinental flights. But Starship is more than just a vehicle for exploration. It's a cornerstone in Elon Musk's vision for a future where humanity is not just confined to one planet. Musk envisions a future where we are a spacefaring civilization, with cities on Mars and perhaps even further afield. Starship is the vessel to take us there, to make that dream a reality. The timeline for this ambitious project is aggressive, with plans to land humans on Mars within this decade. It's an exciting time, and each successful test brings us one step closer to this extraordinary goal. With Starship, SpaceX is not just planning trips to space. They're planning to make us a spacefaring civilization. This is more than just a leap for SpaceX. It's a giant leap for mankind. The future of space travel is here, and it's brighter, bolder, and more exciting than we could have ever imagined. In less than 2 decades, SpaceX has transformed the way we approach space travel. Indeed, SpaceX's influence extends far beyond the launch pad. This company has sparked a resurgence of interest in space exploration, inspiring a new generation of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. As SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, we find ourselves once again captivated by the stars and the infinite possibilities they hold. This renewed fascination with the cosmos is not just about exploration for the sake of it. It's about a future where space travel is not only possible, but accessible. SpaceX's pioneering work has brought us closer to a future where space tourism is not just a science fiction fantasy, but a tangible reality. Imagine, if you will, a world where a trip to the moon or Mars is as commonplace as a flight to Paris or New York. Moreover, SpaceX's innovation in reusable rocket technology has had a profound impact on the space industry, ushering in a new era of cost-effective, sustainable space travel. This has opened up a wealth of opportunities not only for scientific research and exploration, but also for commercial enterprises. In the not-too-distant future, we could see everything from space hotels to asteroid mining become viable businesses. But perhaps the most significant impact of SpaceX's work is the way it has changed our perception of space travel. It's no longer seen as the exclusive domain of superpower nations or a select few astronauts. SpaceX has shown us that space travel can be democratized, that it's something achievable by private companies and even individuals. SpaceX's work has also brought us one step closer to the tantalizing prospect of interplanetary colonization. Elon Musk's vision of a self-sustaining city on Mars may still seem like a distant dream, but with each successful SpaceX mission, we inch closer to making that dream a reality. SpaceX is not just shaping the future of space travel, it's redefining what's possible. And as we look to the stars with renewed wonder and anticipation, we can't help but be excited about the future that SpaceX is helping us to create. So, what's next for SpaceX? As we dare to cast our gaze forward, we see a future where SpaceX's ambitions extend far beyond our home planet. The company's upcoming Mars missions are a testament to this, aiming to take us to places we've only ever dreamt of. But it doesn't stop there. The broader vision for SpaceX is to enable multiplanetary life, a future where humans are not just confined to Earth, but can thrive on other planets as well. This is the final frontier, a bold and audacious goal that is reshaping our understanding of what's possible. As we stand on the brink of a new era in space exploration, one thing is clear: the future is SpaceX.